Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm not here with Kiki Sparkles in this video, but we're going to talk about a daily dose of dismal Disney. Actually, it's Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers, I guess. They're all getting blocked by Fubo. Have you ever heard of Fubo? They're getting blocked by Fubo because they were going to combine their efforts into a sports streaming platform called Venue Sports. Now that was kind of weird, like getting all these different companies. They're traditionally rivals getting together to pool their resources to do what would basically be a mega streaming sports streaming service, right? And now a judge has blocked it. They said this would be a monopoly. It's too much. You can't have all of these entertainment companies getting together. So I'm like, is this gonna throw a bit of a wrench into all of these streaming services combining? That's what I think is going to happen. I think that, we're talking about Highlander, we're talking about all these entertainment companies kind of combining, collapsing, eating each other, especially now because so many of them, lit themselves on fire chasing streaming, trying to compete with Netflix. And now this one sports effort is getting shot down, or at least delayed. So let's talk about this. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Look, disclaimer: I'm not a huge sports fan. There are some sports I like, but I would never subscribe to this because I don't think I'd watch it enough, to be honest. But sports is big business, right? So yeah, this was a huge deal when it came out, and now it's getting shot down. This is coming from what? Deadline. New York judge grants Fubo request to block Disney, Fox, Warner Brothers, Discovery. How many freaking streaming services does it take? Disney, Fox, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Venue Sports bundle. Companies vow appeal in antitrust case. So the federal judge in New York has granted Fubo's request for Venue Sports, a planned sports bundle of Disney, Fox Corp, and Warner Brothers Discovery channels be blocked on antitrust grounds. Fubo filed a lawsuit in February blasting Venue as a product of a monopolistic cartel intent on crushing competitors. Is this going to, like I said, is this going to be a problem with these bundles? Because Apple and, I don't know, Disney and Max, and then Apple and Netflix, and you know what I'm saying? Is this going to throw a wrench in all of that? With 1.45 million subscribers, Fubo is a middle-of-the-pack pay TV provider, but unique for its focus on sports. U.S. District Judge Margaret Garnett issued her ruling granting a preliminary injunction, right, on Friday afternoon. The decision came after several days of testimony from a number of high-level executives in the media business. Once the JV launches, the JV defendants have no reason to take action that could allow for the emergence of direct competitors. She wrote, quite the opposite, the multi-year monopolistic runway they have created for themselves will provide powerful incentives to thwart competition and hike prices on both consumers and other distributors. Why aren't they stepping in with Hulu? Why aren't they stepping in? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is monopoly. A lot of it is. These corporations, they buy up other companies, gut them, add their unique capabilities to their own, like the Borg, right? That's what they do. But, this particular case, sports is a bridge too far. Even if the JV defendants swear that such price hiking and competition excluding will not actually occur, though as discussed below, there is good reason to believe it will. One purpose of antitrust injunctions is to prevent anti-competitive incentives from forming in the first place so that American consumers do not have to simply take their word for it and hope for the best. Where were you? Where were you years ago when all of this consolidation of entertainment started to happen, especially with Disney and Warner Brothers? Garnett also noted the case revolved around the ability to broadcast live sports, which she said has remained a crucial and irreplaceable source of revenue and power in the industry. Yes, sports is a big deal. This is why it's a huge deal when Amazon gets a sports deal or YouTube gets a sports deal, NFL, NBA, whatever, because it drives eyeballs. Like I said, I am not a huge sports fan, but I do understand why it's so popular. I do understand why, he or she who controls the sports, controls television, basically, right? She acknowledged that a preliminary injunction is one of the most powerful tools in the arsenal of judicial remedies, but affirmed that Fubo had cleared that high bar with its argument. In a joint statement, the venue partners expressed strong disappointment in the decision. We respectfully disagree with the court's ruling and are appealing it. We believe that Fubo's arguments are wrong on the facts and the law, and that Fubo has failed to provide it is legally entitled to a preliminary injunction. Venue sports is a pro-competitive option that aims to enhance consumer choice by reaching a segment of viewers who currently are not served by existing subscription options. Fubo says it plans to continue pursuing its lawsuit. Given its broader claims about competition, a date has not yet been set. So, yeah, this is this is interesting because it sounds to me like they are afraid of getting crushed under the mighty giant yellow foot of Mickey Mouse, with good reason. And you've got, three of the biggest players in media going together. Yeah, they're going to crush you like an insect. And they know that. I think they're just buying time. I don't know if this is actually going to go through because they'll say, hey, you can watch sports elsewhere. Today's ruling is a victory not only for Fubo, but also consumers, said the CEO David Gandler. This decision will help ensure that consumers have access to a more competitive marketplace with multiple sports streaming options. He went on to assert that Venue is only the latest example of anti-competitive practices that the Walt Disney Company, Fox Corp, and Warner Brothers Discovery have consistently engaged in for many years. We believe these practices monopolize the market, stifle competition, and cheat consumers from deserved choice. Venue had been aiming to launch in the coming weeks. They announced an initial price of $43 a month, which is $36 less than the cheapest Fubo plan. There we go. Like, they were going to destroy them. Because you've got, again, three of the biggest media companies. They can take the loss because they have other revenue streams. If your main revenue stream is, a sports streaming network, and, Disney, which has all this other stuff, and Warner Brothers, which has, well, they're on fire right now, but Fox, which is using Disney's money, weirdly, and they're all getting together. Yeah, they're gonna eat your lunch, man. And one internal Venue document introduced in the hearings last week, the JV partners described an ocean of opportunity between the pay TV services in the $70 to $80 monthly price range and subscription streamers like Netflix, Peacock, Disney Plus in the $7 to $10 range. Launched in 2015 with primarily sports programming, Fubo has since broadened out but kept sports at the center of its marketing efforts. The heart of the lawsuit is the assertion that programmers, notably the three companies named in the suit, required it to take additional non-sports channels in order to gain access to the sports offerings. That in turn forced prices to rise, Fubo says. So, yeah, they had to take on non-sports to compete with Warner Brothers, with Max, and with Disney and with Hulu. Fubo's stock ramped up and approached its planned launch in time for football season, soared after the ruling. It's up 18%. So, yeah, I think look, I'm going to be honest. Do I think that Disney, Warner Brothers, and Fox are going to do some underhanded things to make sure they lock down the streaming market? Oh, absolutely. I absolutely think they will. That's how these companies work, right? But that being said, I don't know if this is really... I personally don't think this is anti-competitive. I mean, if it's, the Google thing, yeah, I'll give you Google because Google pretty much monopolizes the internet and like every facet of the internet. But in this case, it's like you're a mid-tier streaming service. You can't compete because you've got these bigger fish that have deeper pockets and more resources. And you know what I'm saying? And there are other options. You can watch sports on YouTube. You can watch sports on Amazon. They're just trying to survive, I think, is what's going on. I think this is yet another streaming service trademark that is trying to survive, and there's not enough room for everybody. And they saw, the one area that they had an advantage was in sports, and then here comes Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers, and they're going to take that from them too. And I don't think it's anti-competitive. I don't know if it's I don't know how this one's going to go because, like I said, there are a lot of options, even YouTube, for watching sports. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. There we go. Disney got backhanded. That should make everybody happy. Like, people watch the channel, they're like, we don't want good Disney news. We only want bad Disney news. We just want to see Disney get their comeuppance. And they're getting it. But also realize this company is, like, incredibly huge. And I do not see a day where Disney is just going to, like, just curl up and die. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Make dumb decisions? Yeah. Will we make fun of said dumb decisions? Yeah. Because this company has been making a lot of dumb decisions for a long time. But they're still making money, right? I mean, they're still making money. As long as they're still making money, there's not much you can really do about it. Just don't give them your money, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.